Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. Kip here, your whiskey tour guide. It's Thursday. We are doing a Thursday night throwdown. We are in the midst, we're halfway through the first round of our Bottled in Bond tournament. So far, E.H. Taylor beat New Riff, Heaven Hill beat Angel's Envy, Old Pepper Rye beat Henry McKenna, and Bullet beat Sideshow Spirits. Today, we have Old Forester 1897, Bottled in Bond, of course, and the Holiday Missouri Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bottled in Bond. So let's get into these. Of course, the Old Forester has been around for a little while. Old Forester, the brand, of course, been around for a long time. Holiday, a little newer to the game, but of course making a huge impact in the whiskey community, creating some great juice there in Weston, Missouri, a little bit outside of Kansas City. Now, we know, again, both of these have to take the Bottled in Bond, meaning distilled in one distilling season, single distillery, aged for a minimum of 4 years, government bonded warehouse, and has to be bottled at exactly 100 proof. I do not know that the Old Forester gives us an age statement, other than we know it's at least 4 years old. The Holiday is, I believe it's on here, 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Distilled in spring of 16, bottled in 22. So yes, that is 6 years. So, slight difference there. 1 and 2 on the bottom of our cups. We're just going to give this a little spinny spin. So far, we've had some great offerings. I don't know that we've had a lot of surprises per se. All of them have been phenomenal, really good. And I think we're kind of where we may have thought if we would have tried to predict it. Maybe the McKenna was a little bit of a surprise. But we shall see as we get into this. The beauty of this type of a blind is they are all similar. Now, they may come from different regions, different parts of the country, but we know that they're not source juice. This is single origin. This is distillery specific. This is at least 4 years old, so we know it has at least that much age on it, and they're all at 100 proof. So that just gives us a little bit of consistency as we go about this. All right, let's get into it. Typical classic bourbon nose. A lot of oak, a lot of dusty notes. Subtle sweetness. Smells like bourbon. I know that sounds silly, but like the classic bourbon. Not overly sweet, not a lot of caramel, toffee, butterscotch. It just is kind of that classic nose. Similar nose. Maybe a touch of citrus in the background of that one, but again, very similar. Of course, as usual, I forgot my water. That's okay. Let's go into this guy. Gorgeous legs. Touch more sweetness on the back end of the palate than what the nose initially offered. Still get a little bit of that kind of dry, dusty note. You know, that kind of, some people might describe for me dry and dusty as like maybe leather or tobacco. Oaky, woody. The sweetness for me is wood sweetness. Again, not the sugary type of sweetness that you would typically think of in the vanillins and the caramels and things like that. I might get a hint of zest on that second sip. Finish is short to medium, not a huge finish on it. Stays on the palate decent, but the finish here isn't super long. Okay, let's move on to this side. I get quite a bit more citrus notes on this one. I picked up a little bit on the nose as well. Definitely carries through on the palate. I mean, again, we're not talking like orange juice or something like that, but there's definitely those citrus notes that are there, zest kind of a feeling. Just like when you make your favorite old fashioned, right? Or have it made at a bar and they express the orange and then kind of rim it. That's kind of the note, the citrus notes that I get. This also has nice legs. This one may have a bit more legs, but this also has fantastic legs on her. And again, don't know about the bottles. This one may have a touch more color. It's hard to know for sure. Again, there are some hints of that leather, tobacco, dusty note, oaky note. Some subtle sweetness. Do not pick up on a lot of vanillas and caramels. I get kind of that citrus sweetness. Maybe even like like you put a pineapple on a grill. Some of those like, sweet fruit notes, not sweet candy notes. If that makes sense. Finish. Both the finishes are kind of similar as far as their length. So I'm going to go back in one more time here and here. Let's make a decision. Legs actually really nice on this one. I said that, but now I'm looking at this one, and boy, they are really clinging there. Anyway. Man, it's tasty. That citrus note really hangs for me for some reason on this guy. Little bit of that sweetness there, but there's citrus and then there's like a fruit sweetness, not the typical vanilla caramel. Still get that dry, dusty kind of note, leather, tobacco, etc. Getting nice legs. Okay. These are both really, really good. I actually love the guys at Holiday. Love what they're doing in Missouri. They're putting out such great juice. And it's absolutely amazing. Anything Holiday I've had has been phenomenal. Love them. Love what they're doing. Always. Those that know me know I'm a huge Old Forester fan. I don't know if you can see it, but they've got the full lineup, and I love their blue, green, and black labels. Those single barrels, especially those single barrel proofs. I love what Old Forester does. So either one of these is going to be great. I don't know which is which, but I think just from the palate feel profile, the nuances of flavor that are there, and the finish, I think I'm going to go with this guy. I think it just has a little bit more palate feel, a little bit more flavor profile on it right now. They're both delicious, as usual, but I just think this one has a little bit more. So I'm going to do this backwards. Let's see what we didn't pick. Okay. If I didn't pick the Old Forester, I didn't pick the Holiday. We did pick the Old Forester. Wasn't really sure on this one. I was kind of like, man, I'm an Old Forester fanboy, so if they lose, I'm going to be... But we did get the Old Forester. This Holiday is delicious. Absolutely wonderful. Love, again, everything they're doing. Always grab yourself some Holiday when you get the chance. But today, Old Forester, 1897, bottled in bond. Fantastic pour. Great price. Readily accessible. I love all those things about this one. It's going to move on to the next round. in our Thursday night throwdown. So let me know your thoughts. Have you had both of these? What do you think? Till next week. Cheers.